it's Magic, and welcome back to the show. And by the show, I mean whatever it is that I do nowadays, which, to be honest, on YouTube has been a whole lot of nothing. I really felt like I knew what I was doing on YouTube for a period of time there, and I think the videos were coming out like primo quality and everything was super nice. I felt like I really got it. But I suffered a huge setback, had to take a 6-month break, and now I'm kind of back where I started on square one, but I'm not gonna forget any of the lessons that I learned getting here. So, boom, it's 3.0. Maybe 4.0. 5.0? I don't know where I'm at anymore, to be honest. Could be 7.0. Kind of feels like a 9. And sorry I don't really have a great set behind me anymore like I used to. I'm trying to work with what I have here, and I'm going to I'm gonna hang up some posters on the walls here and make it look a little bit nicer. You can see some of the posters are literally chilling here on my bed. But I'm gonna hang them up. I haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, so this video I just wanted to talk about a few things that I think are pretty cool that have happened recently, and then I'm gonna tell you guys some things that I'm hopefully planning on posting here on YouTube pretty soon. How do they do that? I actually had a breath. Oh my god. Oh, that was horrible. Anyway, I got big plans. Stay tuned. Anyway, so the first thing I wanted to talk about today is something really fascinating. Now, I have been reading a little bit and like trying to maybe get into a little bit of investing here. And down that road, something really interesting happened, pretty recently. And that would be basically a subreddit for investing, basically made this big plan to all get rich off GameStop. They invested heavily into GameStop, increasing its price, which made a bunch of other companies see it and go, oh, something's happening over at GameStop. So then they invested into GameStop. And then all the Redditors pulled out and they took all the money with them. That's some big brain shit. I mean, that's gotta be the first time GameStop has accomplished anything since like the early 2000s. Another weird part of the story is it actually seems like Redditors are accomplishing something, which I previously thought was unheard of, but here we are. In the darkest timeline, or maybe the best one. Either way, there's gonna be a lot of fat-ass Redditors with way too much money. Which, you know, could always use more of those. The next thing is the new season of Attack on Titan. Very controversial, surprisingly. I know a new studio took over the animation and now they're using CGI for the Titans and they changed the art style on a few of the main casts. They look pretty different, but you can still tell like who's who. As far as like studio switches go over, it's not the worst, but regardless of that, I've still heard like crazy shit. People are like attacking the studio who volunteered to give us the final season of Attack on Titan that we've all been waiting for like 8 years. It's only happening because of them, and people are getting so pissed at them for like CGI. Like, what? And let me tell you guys, if you watch the most recent episode, I think it's episode 66, the most recent episode released, that CGI is really good. And that CGI, we should all be very happy, because that CGI led to some of the craziest camera movements and like action scenes of like this whole like big like expanse, and like the way the camera like moved, it was nuts. And I know that shit is really hard to do with classic animation, so like it's hard to knock them for the CGI. Like if you guys watch the new episodes, it looks good, it feels good, the soundtrack is amazing, absolute 10 out of 10. I didn't think the soundtrack could get any better, but it did. I didn't think the show could get any better, but it did. I don't understand how this show gets better every single season, man. Season 1, amazing. Season 2, even better. Season 3 started kind of slow, but then it's like, holy shit, and then it finishes and it's the best season yet. And then season 4 comes along and this is amazing. And the pacing has been amazing. The animation has been beautiful. The story is incredible. Holy shit, the new season of Attack on Titan is awesome. And I'm so thankful this studio Mappa took it. I know they're getting a lot of hate right now, but I love them. They're amazing. Great job. Next thing would be Resident Evil Island. All I gotta say, Nice tits. No, but like seriously, the fact that they've introduced an evil sentient zombie harem into Resident Evil makes me very, very happy. Ever since the early games, the series has always been a little over-sexualized, but it's really nice to see that in the new era. I think the VR headsets are going to add a whole new level to wanting to get stepped on by zombies. And I think we've already begun to see the first waves of that. A lot of people posting pictures about wanting to run away from her, but getting the feeling not a lot of people are gonna want to run away from her. Next in the GNOME! Not really current events, but Psychonauts 2 is scheduled to come out this year, and I just finished a playthrough of Psychonauts on my stream, so I am very, very excited for Psychonauts 2. The game was so nice. There's so much personality in that game. It's really hard to find stuff like that nowadays. Like, even though there's the indie games, I feel like with that much personality and flavor, they don't get the same budgets to make like a game as amazing as Psychonauts nowadays, I think. That game has definitely burned a little hole into my heart, and I really wish I played it earlier. Like, I wish I had nostalgia for Psychonauts. It is that good. It makes me mad that I grew up playing Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. It's like, where was Psychonauts my whole life? That game was really good. Next thing, and this is the last, like, news-related thing before I get into, like, upcoming projects, whatever, I promise, but One Piece recently came up, the manga came out with the 1000th chapter. I know that was, like, a month ago now, but that's still pretty recent if you think about it in the scope of One Piece. It's been going on for, like, what, 15, 20 years or something? Jesus. But yeah, with the release of episode 1000, I heard some big events happened, and I was super excited, and honestly getting really sick of the anime. The anime has been slowing down for a while now, and even though it's kind of speeding back up, and they just got a new animation studio who's doing much better than the old studio, given. But yeah, I heard about the release of Chapter 1000, and so I read all of the One Piece manga up to date, and oh, so good. It's so good. It's so freaking good, dude. So many good stories right now. I know I'm kind of a weeb, talking about Attack on Titan and One Piece in the same video. I know. Now, to the hardcore weebs, it's probably disgusting that I called myself a weeb for talking about Attack on Titan and One Piece, because those are two of the most mainstream animes of all time, so they're like, you're not a weeb for liking those, but I promise I watch other anime too, I can explain. Listen, Dad, listen. But yeah, One Piece really fucking good. I don't want to spoil anything, but like, if you haven't watched that shit, get on it! The animation of One Piece has never been the best, but the story, the character beats, the symbolism, all of it, so good. I just wish the animation was better. That's my only gripe with One Piece. Otherwise, it's like my favorite show ever. And as I said, they did switch over to a new studio. So anyway, enough roasting the old animation studio for One Piece. Let's talk about my upcoming projects. Boom, what are you doing with your life? Well, let me tell you, I am streaming again, full-time, baby. Schedule's right here. Every Sunday, I'm streaming Smash Brothers, Smash Ultimate. You wanna come? I'm hosting an arena, come fight me. I'll probably be playing Meta Knight, and I'm probably gonna use Nair a lot, so prepare yourself. Throughout the week, I'm just going to be scattered playing random other games. I'm playing a little bit of Cyberpunk, whatever. I'm bringing game requests back. As I said, I just finished Psychonauts, which was a game request. The next game request up is called Satisfactory. It's like a robot factory, open world kind of game. It looks interesting. I'm going to at least give it a shot and play it for a little while. Shouts out to Dog Daytona for the first game request. Rose Bloodlust for the second one. Appreciate you guys. The games have been good, honestly. I love doing game requests, except for when the games are explicitly terrible, which for a while they were. There was a phase, I think, when I was playing through Dark Souls, where the only people who would follow my stream were people that just like watching me suffer, and I mean, that's fair. It's probably pretty funny, but you know, it kind of sucks being in constant pain all the time, so yeah. Next thing is obviously I'm going to be trying to post again onto YouTube. I have been trying recently. I have one video, like, mostly edited down. There were like 2 videos that I almost posted but weren't good enough, and I decided not to post them. So this will be the first video in a while, but trust me, I have been working. And last thing is, I am releasing a podcast pretty soon. The first episode will either be up this Saturday or 2 Saturdays from now, because we recorded one episode, but if it's not good, which I haven't listened over to it, although I feel good about it, we might not post it. It's like a test episode / first episode, but either way, once that's up, it'll be getting posted every second Saturday, the Boom It's podcast. We're just going to talk about some weird stuff that people don't really talk about in, like, I don't know, just kind of get into it, and also some gamer stuff, obviously, and, like, current events are going to be popping up, but I definitely did want to have, like, at least a part of this podcast just be weird stuff. And if you ever have something weird that you want to talk about, or you want to be a guest on the podcast, just hit me up in the DMs, whatever. I got my social media in the description, baby. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. This is just a little bit of a casual video, kind of just wanted to put something out there, and all the projects I keep putting, like, a ton of work into, I keep being not entirely satisfied with, and yeah, one video that I almost released, I just kind of thought I was restating a bunch of stuff that I said in previous videos, so I was like, there's no point in just reposting the same update 100 times. I definitely learned my mistake early in this channel's lifetime with that one. I used to make, like, an update video a week. I think I ended up losing a few subs over that one, but yeah. You know, I'm learning. Boom, it's 9.0, baby. Don't cause too much mischief and mayhem, you magical mad lads. Remember, I bring the boom, but you make the magic happen, so hit that sub button, baby. Peace out.